The grand hall of the Varellan Empire shimmered with crystalline walls, floating light orbs, and gravity-defying waterfalls that bent physics itself. Alien nobles from across 3 galaxies whispered among themselves in musical tones, their bioluminescent robes fluttering as they floated inches above the floor. In the center, seated on her levitating throne of obsidian and star gold, sat Empress Zan, supreme ruler of the Varellan people, feared by many, respected by all. Her daughter, Princess Ariali, sat quietly at her side in a floating hoverchair, her legs long paralyzed from a rare neural collapse during birth. Though brilliant and kind-hearted, Ariali had always been treated as porcelain, delicate, untouchable, and alone. The banquet was meant to celebrate the diplomatic summit between the Varellan and Terran alliances. While most Varellans view humans as uncultured upstarts, Empress Velis saw potential and danger. One of the human staff assigned to serve at the summit was Eli Mercer, a Terran hospitality officer, technically just a glorified waiter. Young, broad-shouldered, with laughing eyes and a strange habit of humming earth tunes, Eli moved through the royal halls with ease that made the Varellan nobles wrinkle their ridged brows. When he approached the throne to offer Ariali a glass of blue nectar, he bowed low. Unlike most, he did not avert his gaze. He met her pale, silver eyes with warmth, not pity. It startled the princess. "Would you care for a refill, Your Highness?" he asked gently. Ariali blinked. Yes, thank you." He poured then, added softly, "You know, the music here is beautiful, but no one's dancing." Ariali looked at the grand floor, wide, polished, glowing. No footsteps marked it. No laughter danced through the air. "No one dances in the court of Varellan," she replied, almost bitterly. "It is not tradition," Eli grinned. "Then maybe it's time to change the tradition." With that, he extended his hand. The gasps in the hall were instantaneous. Every alien eye turned toward the human and the disabled princess. Shock, disdain, outrage. Empress rose halfway from her throne, eyes wide with fury. "What do you think you're—" But Ariali's hand was already moving. Trembled slightly as she reached out. For a second, she hesitated, then took Eli's hand. He tapped something on his wrist. The hover chair gently disengaged, and Ariali floated down with Eli guiding her gently onto the zero-grav platform that had been hidden under the dance floor all along. And they danced, not walking, but spinning. Not stepping, but drifting. Like stars in orbit, like light in motion. Eli guided her movements with delicate turns and subtle gestures, letting her float freely in the controlled microgravity, where legs meant nothing and grace was in the spirit. Music swelled, a Terran Varellan fusion symphony. And Ariali laughed, openly, joyfully, the sound like crystal wind chimes. No one in the Empire had ever heard her laugh like that. The Empress watched. UNMOVING. She saw her daughter as she had never seen her. Not broken, not less than. Just radiant memories crashed into her mind. The years of isolation, of hiding Ariali away, of shielding her from the cruelty of court. And now a simple human waiter had undone that with a smile, a hand, and a dance. Tears, rare for the Varellan, welled in her eyes. As the music faded, Eli gently helped Ariali back to her chair. The hall was silent. No one moved. The Empress descended from her throne, robes flowing like galaxies. Eli stood tall, ready for whatever punishment might come. But Velefsin did not speak in rage. Instead, she addressed her court. "For all our technology, all our culture, it took a human servant to remind me what royalty truly means." She turned to Eli. "You will no longer serve drinks. From this day, you serve as intercultural envoy to House Varellan." The nobles gasped again. A servant elevated to noble rank? Unthinkable. But the Empress wasn't finished. She turned to her daughter. "And you, Ariali, will no longer be hidden. You will dance at every court. Float among the stars, my child, and let no one weigh you down again. From that day forward, Court dances became a staple of Varellan tradition. Microgravity chambers were installed in every noble hall. And humans, once considered primitive, became admired for their strange ability to see the soul before the shape. Eli and Ariali remained close, his title official, their bond personal. And though many years would pass, and the galaxy would change many times, Varellan children would grow up hearing the story of the night a human taught an empire to dance.